Definition of Success in Leadership Conference. My name is Palma Jacob. Thank you for having me here today. Thank you to the organizers of this event. Thank you to the convener, Ifa and JP. You have done so well with this project and we appreciate you. We're looking at a very good time for transformational change in human history. You know why? The coronavirus pandemic, unlike all others of its kind and magnitude, has opened our eyes to the importance of staying knowledgeable and informed about world trends, especially on issues of leadership and governance, and most importantly, of planning for the unknown. I was just talking to a friend of mine before I got in here, and he was complaining so bitterly about the situation of things in Nigeria today. The massive protests against SARS, unemployment, the killings, political unrest, and what have you. And he was of the opinion that all these are happening as a result of bad leadership. Whether you agree with his opinion or not, I think we need to start getting things right at some point. And raising a generation of highly competent and knowledgeable leaders is of paramount importance at this time. Why? Let me tell you. If you are not in the new generation coming up, obviously you're on the other side of the divide. Either ways, you have a host of family members and friends whom you want the best of everything for, including good living standards. Through this event today, I want to inspire and challenge as many people as I physically can to become the best versions of themselves and the best leaders, because these leaders were chosen from the best individuals, made up of those who are consistently working on themselves to become the best versions of themselves, for their local governments, for their families, their states, the nation Nigeria, and the African continent as a whole. When I was told to speak on this topic, I knew I was coming to talk to an audience of leaders, both coming and already there. So today we're going to look at this topic, becoming the best as an individual and becoming the best as a leader. Following the theme of the conference for this year, I think it will do us a lot of good to concentrate on leadership values, becoming the best as a leader. The great leaders of our past, were they born naturally to be great, or have they learned over time what it takes to be great leaders, what it takes to deliver outstanding leadership? This brings me to my second question. Are leaders made, selected, elected, handpicked by godfathers and sponsored through elections, or do they just emerge out of time? I believe by the time we're done talking today, we would have found answers to these questions. I will take you through the levels of leadership as stipulated by John Maxwell. I've seen a lot of theories on leadership, but I adopt this because this is my best approach. So we're going to go through the 5 levels of leadership. And by the time we're done going through these levels, you will be able to identify on which level you are as a leader. Secondly, you will be able to know how to move to the next level and the next level and the next level. And finally, you will be able to know where you are headed, the ultimate aim, at which level you will be the best version of yourself as a leader. This is what I intend to achieve by taking you through this journey. Becoming the best is a process. It's a journey. Leadership is a process. It's a journey. The problem we have is that our leaders these days see the leadership, the position, the authority as an end in itself instead of a process. The journey I'm going to take you through is a journey of the levels of leadership. We're going to start from the beginning to where you want to be, which is where you become the best. The first level of leadership is the position level. This position level is what happens like after the elections, people get elected into offices, they have the position. This is leadership level 1. Many people do not understand that what they have is the entry level of leadership. So when they get into the entry level, they think they are already made. But this is the basic. After the position level, you have the permission level, which is the level 2. On this level, you step out of level 1 and you move up that ladder of leadership into level 2. When someone says, I just became a leader on level 1 because he just got a position, this is wrong. Having a position of authority doesn't make you a leader, because leadership is a process. Before you are able to say you have become a leader, you must have gotten to a certain level on the leadership ladder. After the second level, which is the permission level, you have the third level, which is the production level. The production level is a level from where you gain grounds. This is where you begin to affect lives. This is where you can say, for sure, you are becoming a leader. After the production level, you have the people development level. The people development level is the reproduction level. On this level, not many people attain this level. Yet, it is not the highest level. The highest level, which is the level 5, is the pinnacle. And the pinnacle, less than 5% of the people get there. The people on the pinnacle level are the people in our past who we have seen as the great leaders of our past. And those were the people who became the best. So the process of becoming the best leaders is the same process you go through, knowing what to do and how to go through up the ladder step by step. First of all, you have to realize that wherever you are, you have to make a move. The position level is just the beginning of the leadership process. When people win elections and get elected into offices, they get elected into positions. And because they don't understand that they are just on the first step, the basic level of the leadership process, they tend to misuse that opportunity. Instead of making it a means of achieving something higher for themselves and for everyone else, it becomes the end in itself. That is why politicians tend to promise a lot of things during campaigns, like what they will do, what they are supposed to do because they know what they are supposed to do. Going all out to show that they care about the people, and then after the elections, you find them not doing these things because they think that they have arrived at the end, which is the position that they have been offered after the elections, instead of seeing it as the beginning of a journey to better themselves. Now, not more than 5% of people who set out as leaders get to the pinnacle position. But for me, I personally believe if you are able to get on people development level, which is a reproduction level, you have done so well as a leader. It takes only outstanding leaders to get to the pinnacle level. Now, there are many laws of leadership, and all these laws of leadership are applicable to all the levels of leadership. But specifically, there are certain laws that are directly applicable on certain levels. Keyword on level 1 is rights. Rights implies that you have authority. People listen to you, people follow you, people do what you tell them to do, because they understand that they have to do this. They take your instructions and they obey you and they follow you because they have to follow you. Why do they have to follow you? Because you have the rights. For you to be able to succeed on level 1, you have to understand the law of process. The entrance into the leadership journey is a learning process. You have to keep making sure that you improve yourself to even succeed on that level 1. You have to keep improving yourself. This is a process. It's a process of getting better. The law of buying says people will accept your vision, your ideas, what you put out, what you bring to the table, people will have to buy these ideas for them to start understanding your vision, to try to follow you. Now, the next law that is applicable on level 1 is the law of priorities. You have to be able to sort out the needs, sort out what you have to do, and prioritize the needs. It is better to take action on priorities than to be very busy doing a whole lot of nothing. Another law that is applicable on this level 1, which is a position, is the law of the lead. We have to be able to cross this lead to become more effective. If not, we're still under the lead. So on level 1, when you apply these laws of leadership into your process, things will start flowing. Don't expect people to come to you. You have to go to the people. You have to reach out to the people. You don't have to push too hard. You don't have to have all the answers, but you need to reach out to the people. Before we move on to level 2, I'd like to show you the strategies you can use to make this move. I call this plan ahead. So for the P, you have to predetermine the changes you want to make in your leadership style. Be it in the vision you have or in the plans for executing this vision, you have to predetermine the changes that you need to make. Beforehand, you have thought it. This is your vision. You have set out the plan and the vision you have, how you intend to implement, what things you need to change. You can be taken over from someone and you understand that people don't like certain things happening. So you must have a vision for yourself. You must have a plan on the things that you want to change. Next is the L. Lay out a step-by-step procedure for achieving this change. Remember, the P is to predetermine the changes you want to make in your leadership journey. And the next thing is to lay out a step-by-step procedure, step-by-step plan for achieving this change. How do you do this? You do this by walking in front of the people you lead, close enough for them to see where you are going to. You walk beside them so that they see and know what you are doing. And you can walk behind them as a leader that empowers the people. The third thing is adjusting your priorities as time comes. This is called flexibility. You can make changes. You have to be able to adjust your plan and your methods to accommodate the new changes. You have to be flexible. The next thing is to notify your key personnel. How do you notify your key personnel? You inform them, you communicate. And who are these key personnel? Your key personnel are your influencers. Your influencers are the people who have direct influence on everything you are doing. This could be upper management, this could be the leadership authority above you. You have to inform everyone who can influence your decisions and your actions. The next people to inform are the implementers. You make policies, you have a vision, there are people to implement the vision for you. When you set out what you want to achieve, you don't go all out to do this all by yourself, to do it alone. You have implementers. You have to communicate. You have to tell them. When the plan is not working and you're coming up with a plan B, you have to communicate. This is notify. Once you notify, allow time for acceptance. This time is the time you give to people to understand what you are doing. People can criticize, they can say yes, it's a very good one, they can reject it outright. If you come up with a policy that is not good with the people, they have a right to reject. And once it happens, you bring up your plan B. You must always be ready with a replacement, alternative, a plan B. You cannot become clueless in the middle. Head on it. The next thing you do is to start it out. Expect a whole lot of problems. I'm not saying problems come up every time you're making changes. There are times when you have smooth transitions into new changes and you are okay with it. Sometimes you start to make changes and there is friction. It is a movement. Once you start moving, friction starts. Expect these problems and be ready with answers. Always point to your success. This is being positive. Always remember what you have achieved in the past and where you are going to in the future. Point to your success for yourself and for every member of your team working with you. Always point to your success. And the last thing there is daily review your plans and your changes. Don't set a plan in process rolling and leave it unattended. Daily, check what you are doing, the much you have achieved, what next you need to do, the problems that have come up from what you are doing, and how you need to amend the problems and the alternative you have to use to replace these problems. This is reviewing and updating your plan. Moving on to level 2, the key word on level 2 is relationships. People follow you because they want to follow you. People follow you because you care about them. They have given you the permission. So they follow you because they allow you and they want to follow you. And this has a lot to do with the relationship you are building with the people. Once you have stepped out of level 1 and you're on level 2, your personality matters a lot. Your character, integrity, and your foundation. This is the law of solid ground. The next law on level 2 is the law of respect. We have to build ourselves and our character to earn respect from the people we lead. Another law applicable on this level is the law of magnetism. Good leaders attract a lot of followers to themselves. You have to be able to attract followership. The law of connection. This is what leads you to the relationships. And the relationships is what earns you the permission to lead. You have to be able to carry people along. The key words on level 3 is momentum and results. On level 3, you begin to produce a lot of results and people follow you because of what you are achieving. For instance, if you're leading a state and you're implementing your task, you have set out your vision and the things you want to do for the state, and you have started already to implement so the people can see. People willingly follow you because they can see results. Momentum, on the other hand, is the speed with which you are achieving your results. This is happening because the people you have built relationships with on level 2 are giving you the support that you need to achieve these results on level 3. People follow what they see, not what they hear. People are following you on level 3, not because of the promises you made pre-election time. During campaign, you will fix lights, you will put water, you build good roads. That is what you have said. The law of picture says people will follow you because of what they see, not what you have said before. What you said before that you are not doing are the things that hold us back on level 1, which is a position. When people make promises pre-election time and they stop after they have gotten the positions, that is what you have said. What you are doing, which is the results you are delivering to the people, which is making them follow you and support you on level 3, this is the law of the picture. Leaders achieve success. They are winners. They are all-time winners. It doesn't mean it is easy. It doesn't mean there is no friction. It doesn't mean they don't have failures, but they have ready-made alternatives. This is the law of victory. It is a leadership law that states that good leaders are achievers. They are winners. You cannot win alone. So when you're on level 3, you have all the support because you have built relationships on level 2. You have results and you are implementing. Remember, you are not implementing everything on your own. You are implementing through your implementers and your influencers. Another law of leadership that is applicable on this level is the law of intuition. Good leaders have good intuition. They know and understand situations and people. They can read situations and understand the meanings. They can read people and understand the feelings. And at every time, they know how to follow every situation and how to follow the people based on good intuition. The law of navigation is also applicable to this level. Everyone can steer a ship, but it takes only a good captain to chart the course. Where are we going? Good leaders know where they are going. They know how to start, they know how to stay on the course, and they know how to arrive. Good leaders can make decisions very quickly. A good leader can make a decision in the time it takes the people around him to even understand the problem. The good leader is already up with a solution, because they have come through a lot of experiences and the learning process. So this equips them with the intuition, the speed and expertise that is needed in quick decision making. So good leaders come up with solutions and alternatives and plan Bs when there is friction. The people development level is also known as the reproduction level. On this level, people follow you because of what you have done for them. For them is individual, how your leadership has affected their lives. On level 3, it's about what you are doing that is visible, what they can see. On level 3, you might not have affected the people individually. But on level 4, the relationship is that you have affected their lives positively. They can see the changes that you have made to their living. So they follow you because of what you have done for them. Now the difference between level 3 and level 4 is that on level 3, you are working, you have results, and the results are visible and general. On level 4, you are working, there are results, and these results are affecting lives directly. So the people follow you on level 4 because of what you have done for them. Now the key word on level 4 is reproduction and loyalty. The people are loyal to you because you are affecting their lives directly. So on this level, you have to train your team. You have to pass skills. You have to do people development, career development, to equip your team so that they are able to work and perform the same tasks that you can do. You do this by a very simple process. You work and they see you. The next, when you're ready to equip them, you take them with you while you work and they watch you work. The next step is you send them to do the work and you watch them work. And after that, you delegate the tasks, you give them this task to accomplish, and you step aside. They work alone. When you can see that they are able to work alone and achieve the same results, then you have to get them to train others. You are not a good leader until you are able to train out leaders who are capable of doing exactly the same things that you can do under you. And these leaders in turn are capable of training other leaders. This is what makes you exceptional on level 4. And this is the reason why not many people attain this level. So at this level, leaders move from achieving results to equipping people, raising leaders. The downside of it is not many people want to do this. People who have job insecurities feel that when they raise new leaders under them, they will be displaced, or they will lose their importance, or lose the job as well, or lose the position. The law of addition is applicable on level 4. When you empower the people who can do the job, you are advancing your leadership. The law of inner circle states that you have to surround yourself with a team that is capable of doing exactly what you are doing. So your biggest goal on level 4 is to create more leaders. To do this, you have to be able to recruit the best hands. You have to be able to fish out talents. The best hands form your inner circle. The best hands push you up to the next level. Your inner circle is made up of your best team members. Now moving on to the final level, which is the level 5, the pinnacle. The key word on the pinnacle level is respect. People follow you because they respect you. They love you. They love who you are, what you represent, and what you have done. You have integrity. You have distinguished yourself in the journey of leadership. So you have the people's respect. You have followership. You have love from the people. You have support from the people. The law most applicable to this level is the law of legacy. This is leaving your footprints on the sands of time. Leaving a legacy that will be remembered for years to come. This is the point where you have become the best. Remember how we started. We started out on a journey of becoming the best. And we decided to take this journey along the path of leadership. These leaders that you have made give you the respect. The people who love the leaders you have made give you the respect. This is how the leaders, the great leaders of our past, were made. They didn't just emerge out of time. They learned over time how to become the best leaders. The higher you go, the more returns you get. The downside is it takes you time to move up, but it takes a shorter time to fall back. Wrong steps in the wrong direction at the wrong time can bring you down the levels back to where you started. You can build on your levels, gain momentum, and deliver results. And when you stop working hard for it, stop focusing and working on your vision, you can fall back the levels very quickly. So it is faster to fall back than to move up the levels. Remember, there are no shortcuts. You have to follow the pathway. You have to follow the procedures for moving up. But the higher you go, the easier it becomes to lead. As Vince Lombardi rightly said, leaders are not born. They are made. They are made through hard work, just like everything else we want to achieve, through hard work. And this is the price we have to pay when we want to become the best. There are many things that motivate leaders to go up the ladder of leadership. Their vision, their mission, the hunger to serve the people, genuinely. The willingness to serve and inspire others. The happiness and joy they derive from making people's lives better. Finally, I would say leadership is a lifelong journey. We never stop learning. We never stop growing. Even those who are on level 5, the pinnacle, they still have a lot to learn. Because we meet new people, we meet new challenges, we try to solve new problems. Life is a process. Leadership is a process. Becoming the best is a process. It is a lifelong journey. We don't stop unless we are dead. Thank you for having me today. I know that our discussion here will raise a lot of wake-up questions. If you need to clarify on anything, you can reach me through timeoutwithsunshine@gmail.com or timeoutwithsunshine on social media.